Hey everyone, and welcome to English Speaker Podcast. I'm Amy.
And I'm Jack. And if you're new here, this is the place where you learn natural, everyday English.
So, I've got something super cool for us today, Jack. I think this one is going to really get people thinking.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What are we talking about?
We're talking about AI today, artificial intelligence, and specifically, the jobs that it's not going to take away from us.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, everyone's always talking about AI taking jobs, but you're saying there are actually jobs that are safe. What are those?
Yes. So the first big category is jobs that involve real human connection, Think about therapists, coaches, caregivers, people who are actually there for you emotionally.
Right, but, couldn't AI just, simulate that? Couldn't a robot pretend to care?
That's a really good point, and here's the thing. People can feel when something is real. Do you know what I mean? When you're going through something tough, you don't want a chatbot. You want a human who's actually been through stuff too.
Yeah, I get that. So it's really about that human experience of actually being there.
Exactly. And it goes even deeper than that. The second category is jobs that require what I call a subjective experience. Think about a food critic, right? How do you actually describe what something tastes like, what it feels like in your mouth?
Oh, I'd never thought about it that way. So AI can't, actually taste anything, so it can't really know what it's like.
Precisely. And that's a huge deal because so many industries depend on that. Wine tasting, perfume making, art criticism. These are things that require actual consciousness, actual inner experience.
Right. That's actually interesting. So what else? What are the other categories?
Okay, so this one is my favourite, the manual jobs that are incredibly complex, like plumbers, electricians, handymen, people who fix things in your home.
Wait, really? I would have thought those would be the first to go, honestly.
No. Think about it. Every single house is different. Every pipe is in a different place. Every problem is unique. Do you know what I mean? A robot would need to be incredibly sophisticated to navigate all of that in the real world.
That's actually kind of mind-blowing. So the jobs that seem simple on the surface are actually really hard for AI.
Exactly. It's like the messiness of real life is what protects them. And then there's another category that's growing really fast. AI ethics and safety supervisors.
Oh, so people who watch over AI, make sure it doesn't go wrong?
Yes. And this is so important because AI makes mistakes, right? It has biases, it can be dangerous if no one's checking it, so we need humans to catch those errors and help the rest of the world understand how AI actually works.
So like a translator almost, but between humans and machines. That's kind of fascinating.
Totally. And the last category is handmade products. Think about how people are willing to pay so much more for something handmade, right? There's something about knowing a real human made it with their hands.
Yeah. Like when you buy something from a local artisan or a small shop, it just feels more special somehow.
Exactly. And that's not going anywhere. If anything, handmade stuff is going to become even more valuable as AI produces more and more things automatically.
Okay, so, I have to ask because I've been thinking about this the whole time. Is there any job that's truly 100% safe?
Honestly. And this is a bit scary. Some researchers think that up to 99% of jobs could eventually be affected by AI. There might not be any new job that AI can't learn to do better and faster.
Whoa, that's a lot to take in. So what do we do?
Well, the big issue is that AI's capacity grows exponentially, right? It doubles and doubles and doubles. But our ability to keep it safe and under control, that's not growing at the same speed.
So we're building something we might not be able to control. That's actually pretty unsettling.
It is. And that's why this whole field of AI safety is so critical right now, because a superintelligence spread across, thousands of servers. It wouldn't be easy to just switch off,
Right, and then there's the deeper question, isn't there? If AI does all the work, what do humans actually do? What gives us purpose?
Yes. And that's the question I find most fascinating. And most terrifying, honestly. If work is no longer necessary, what gives life meaning? What do we do with our time?
I'd like to think we'd just travel, spend time with people we love, create art. But there's something about having a purpose, something you're working toward, you know?
Exactly. And that's the crisis that nobody's really talking about enough. It's not just an economic crisis. It's a crisis of human purpose. And I think that's the conversation we all need to be having right now.
Yeah, for real. This has been, genuinely one of the most thought-provoking conversations we've had on English Speaker Podcast. And I think a lot of people needed to hear this.
All right. So, before we say goodbye, if today's conversation was useful to you, please give us a like. It really, really helps us out. And now let's look at some key vocabulary from today's episode.
Yes, we'll go through 10 words, and remember, we'll say each example sentence twice so you can repeat it out loud. Ready?
First word, workforce. The workforce means all the people who are available to work in a country or a company. Jack, give us an example.
The workforce is changing rapidly because of automation. The workforce is changing rapidly because of automation.
Next word, automation. Automation means using machines or technology to do things that humans used to do.
Many factories have replaced workers with automation. Many factories have replaced workers with automation.
Next one, empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person.
A good therapist needs to show empathy toward their patients. A good therapist needs to show empathy toward their patients.
Love it. Next, consciousness. Consciousness means being aware of yourself and your surroundings, having inner experiences.
No one knows if AI will ever truly develop consciousness. No one knows if AI will ever truly develop consciousness.
Next word, disruption. Disruption means a big change that shakes up the way things normally work.
The rise of AI is causing a massive disruption in the job market. The rise of AI is causing a massive disruption in the job market.
Next, plumber. A plumber is a person who installs and repairs water pipes and systems in buildings.
We called a plumber because the kitchen sink was leaking. We called a plumber because the kitchen sink was leaking.
Next word, handmade. Handmade means made by a person using their hands, not by a machine.
She sells handmade jewellery at the local market every weekend. She sells handmade jewellery at the local market every weekend.
Next, supervisor. A supervisor is someone who watches over and manages other people's work.
Every AI system needs a human supervisor to catch mistakes. Every AI system needs a human supervisor to catch mistakes.
Almost there. Next word, purpose. Purpose means the reason why something exists or why you do something. Jack?
Losing your job can make you question your sense of purpose. Losing your job can make you question your sense of purpose.
And our last word, exponential. Exponential means growing faster and faster at an increasing rate.
The power of AI is growing at an exponential rate. The power of AI is growing at an exponential rate.
And that's a wrap for today. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us what was the most useful part of this episode.
Thank you so much for listening. It means the world to us. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Jack.
And I'm Amy. See you in the next one, right here on English Speaker Podcast.